Hi, welcome to my channel RCM. So today I'm going to share with you all 6 important points on how we can improve the watercolor paintings or any kind of paintings. So here I've noted down 6 important points and I'm going to cover all these points. For example, the first point is brush and usage of the particular area. Second one is blending of the colors. Third one, blending on the surface where you have already painted, where there's a line. Next, what happens when you're not using enough water. Fifth one, wet on wet technique and the glowing effect creating in watercolors, and how to remove the excess water in your brush. Suppose you have added more excess water in your painting, and how to remove that excess water. I'm going to cover that as well in this session. So let's begin. First thing, I'm going to draw a big leaf shape here like this. Now the opposite side, center line here, thin center line. Now this is a big area, isn't it? So if you are taking a small brush, a tiny brush, small tiny brush, see, it will take more time for you to paint over here, okay? And you will get an uneven surface here. See, I'll show you. It will be like this. It will take more time, isn't it, if you take a small brush? So you should be knowing where to use which brush. Now here, this is a big area, so I'm going to use a big brush. That's it. It's not complicated. See, using big brush, I can cover bigger areas here. Did you notice I kept the direction same here? Now this side is going to be a little difficult, okay? Even that is going to be a very good lesson while painting. Now this is dried, see, completely dried. Now see, I'm going to take the same paint here and I'm going to apply over here, see, like this. Again downwards. See, many do mistakes like this. If they paint like this, keeping certain areas white, it won't look good, okay? Don't do that. Now here downwards. Here, if you observe, here it has blended well, but on the right side it has not blended well, okay? The right side it has not blended well. Why? This outline has dried, okay? This outline has dried. Now here there's a very important lesson that you're going to learn over here. First, you're going to add water here and blend it. You have to avoid that line here. See, can you see a line here? See, here it has blended from here. See this? From here the color have blended. There is no line, but here you can see a line. This is bad. Okay, this is bad. Now how to avoid this? You have to either take water in your brush, a little water, and then blend it like this. See, the line is gone here. Or what you have to do is, you have to take a little more amount of paint, less water, and then paint upon this like this and cover this line. See, now see, the line is covered, isn't it? Yes, see, there's no line over here. Okay, now I'll explain one more thing, that a common mistake. This is a very common mistake. What happens is, see, if you're using more water, and if you're using, see, if you're painting on the same area here, see, same area, if you're painting on the same area, what happens? See, See the paper? What happened? Paper has come off here. Yeah, it looks dirty, isn't it? So if you're using more water and if you're painting on the same area again and again, you'll end up making this one. So don't press, don't apply too much of water, and don't say paint on the same area like this. Okay, try to avoid that. Yes, this is the main mistake that everybody does. Okay, I hope the water is clean. See, my water is clean, not too dirty, so I'm going to use the same water. Okay, in watercolors, if your water that you're using is very dirty, your painting also is going to be very dirty. Okay, watercolors are usually transparent, that's why. Yes, now I'm going to use a big brush and I'm just going to add water here. See this? I'm only going to add water and I'm going to make a leaf shape here. See, I've made a leaf shape. I think it's not visible. Like, don't add water here with brush only, okay? Don't add too much of water as well. In the same color. Now, see, I'll show a beautiful thing here. I'm just going to do an outline here like this. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't it? See, so beautiful this is. It spreads on its own. This is a wet on wet technique. This is a wet on dry technique. Look how it's spreading. Even here at the center, I'm going to add a little bit of paint. If you apply more paint, see, adding more paint here. Now here, suppose you have added more water, so what you have to do, you have to clean your brush first and then remove the water. See, you have to remove the water carefully, water, and then you're going to press it and you're going to remove the excess water here like this. Okay, excess water. If you have taken more water, and then clean again remove the water like this. If you want to make your paintings light, you can try this method. See, it gives a nice glowing effect, isn't it? But it makes it too light. See, if you want to make some highlights, you can use the tissue. I've seen a lot of students pressing the tissue like this. Don't do that. You're going to spoil your painting. Okay, don't do that. Don't press. Okay, you're going to spoil the entire painting. See how it looks. So don't do that. Yes, the next one. See, this is my watercolor set. Okay, your watercolor set may be different. Okay, now see, you can use any watercolor sets. Now here, the many do these mistakes here, adding excess water for the kicks. Don't add too much of water. Don't make it too messy. Okay, don't make it too messy. You have to always remove the excess water, and then here when you shouldn't press your brush and do all kind of, see, no, don't do all these. Just round and round like this, a little bit is enough. Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to start painting. Now here, one more. I'm just going to use orange and make a circle, and then inside the circle I'm going to do it transparent. See, now what happens is, see, sometimes it becomes like this, patchy. See, this happens because of less water. Okay, this happens. Why does this happen, like patchy here, and it becomes very light, isn't it? So that means your brush has very less water, and you have to just dip a little bit and take a little water. Again, take some paint and add. Yes, so that you get an even tone here. Okay, let's continue the next one here. So first I'm going to draw, see this, I'm going to draw a rough house, okay, or a hut. This is very easy. Roughly with a door. Of course we are going to draw a door and a window, isn't it? A lot of students do this mistake, that is taking more paint and painting like this. No, this is wrong. So what you have to do, you have to carefully give line here, outline, neatly do the boundary first, and then even here there's a outline that has to be done first, and then fill inside. Now we should have waited for this to dry and then we should have painted it. Now what happens is the brown starts mixing with blue here. See, as you can see here, the brown has started coming to the blue region as well because it was wet. That's why we have to wait until it dries and then we have to paint it. Okay, now here how to remove this now. Use a tissue. I showed you this method before. Use a tissue, clean your brush, no paint here to the brush, remove the excess water and remove this. You won't be able to completely remove it, but a little bit can be removed. Now see, we have waited for some time now. Now what we are going to do is, let us paint the door. See, we have not painted the door. Now here, what lesson we learned here is, see, we should have waited for this to dry. Okay, that time this wouldn't have happened. See, it wouldn't have happened. Now here it's completely dried, so now we can paint the door. Let's paint the door. Use less water, use a small brush, small pointy brush. Now see, you can easily paint the door like this and it won't spread, isn't it? This is a very common mistake. Okay, this is about watercolors basics.